everybody. It's Thursday. We have some thoughts.
Having some thoughts today.
So P made us some jewelry, and so then we decided to, basically, mine's bigger though. Look at that. Size matters, y'all. This is P over here.
I was wondering where that was.
It's a common theme around here, y'all. I was wondering where that was.
It is. M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Okay, I forgot to turn her camera on over there, and so I'm going to get her a little brighter because, she's dark enough. That was a joke about her personality. Anyway, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here because we're an already friendly bunch of folks. So I don't know that you're here unless you say hello there. Now, a little caveat to that, y'all. If you want to hang out in the background, I get it. Chat can be a lot. Sometimes just a hello, drop it in there, and then you have to really watch all that because sometimes I get distracted too. Like when I'm watching live streams, I do. And then I feel like, it's hard to kind of manage both things. So I totally understand that. And if you just want to drop me an email and let me know, that's cool too. Love that. I really do. If you're watching on replay, let us know in the comments down below. Or again, send me an email. I'm cool with that. As long as you give those thumbsy upsies to the video. That's that little like it thing. That's your main thing. That my request and what helps us the most, and then being subscribed to the channel and then sharing to people. There's lots to do, but that's the number one thing is the little like button. Boop. You like it. All right, let's say hello to everybody. And then we'll get to thoughting because it's Thursday. Boop. I swear that cat was not meowing a little while ago. Now it's like, a simple mind that is Sue. Acme's here. And Web, Oppo, May, that's April, Bobby, Brad's here in the chat. Hey, Brad. He's really, I don't know if he's actually watching or not. Carrie's here. Colleen, and that's Carrie the Crafter if you didn't know. Colleen's here. Cookie Wookie, that is Mo. Cookie W. Did you drop the Wookie?
I need to get.
Did you drop your Wookie?
I'm not even there.
Or is this just YouTube doing more things? Cynthia Ham is here. Darcy. Devin Rex for Art. That's Yolanda. Eddie's here. Elizabeth. Estella. Griffin Chill. That's Rhonda. I don't know if she just turned off her sound or not. So it might be annoying. Okay, good deal. Good job, Tricia. Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Jenny. Jennifer's dog like that. Jenny Roberts Day. Just me. Kathleen is here. Lydia, Ninian, Patricia, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer. Cat's very excited to hear about y'all. Robin, Sherry, Star Traveler, that's Linda. Taken's here at the Chili Studio, that's Margot. Thimble and Thistle, that is Roe, if you didn't know.
Yes, R-O-E.
All right. We're just staying here, right? Are you
yeah,
top side? Okay.
Good.
It's kind of tripping me out that we're so Twinkie-ish today. It's funny.
It is. I knew I was wearing my stuff. I didn't know you were wearing your stuff.
I was kind of switching up because I did have a black shirt on, but then I was like, I kind of want to, green it up a little more, and I should have known
that I was going to be greening it up.
Mm-hmm. She made me this bracelet, and then she was looking for this one too.
That wasn't something I was looking for, but here, look at this. I found this one. Oh, you can't see it. And then this is the one I made for myself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to go over to the thing so I can see what people are saying.
What?
It's been a little late.
Am I ready to read? All right, now. First off, you're probably going to say, this really doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't even know why you're bringing this up. What does this have to do with art? Well, if you just give me a chance, I will hook that back in somewhere along the, just, go with the flow here. And the other thing is most of us have children or grandchildren, as the case may be, And I think that this is one of those things. I'm going to send this on to Joshy
Oh, I think you should.
because I think it's really, really relevant. These kids that are, just getting ready to go to college and thinking about, what they want to do with their lives, whatnot. And things change more rapidly now than they did in my generation. Okay, August 26, 2025. As technology like generative AI shapes the workplace, it's easy to assume that pursuing greater technical competence will help ensure a long and lucrative career. Additionally, by this logic, firms should be searching for those with specialized knowledge when seeking to fill entry level roles amid a tough market. But, according to our research, foundational skills like collaboration, mathematical thinking, and adaptability may prove much more important than for both individuals and companies. In our new study, and this study is titled Soft Skills Matter More Than Ever, by Mo Hosseinion. I don't know.
Ion. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. Ion. Yeah. Frank Nefke and Haijin Yoon and Letitia Zhang. And Mariah will put this into the whatchamacallit there so that you can reread this at your leisure if you so desire.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, so in our new study, we analyzed large scale U.S. data on over 1,000 occupations across industries from 2005 to 2019, including 70 million job transitions, capturing hundreds of skills. We organize skills into foundational skills, including reading comprehension, basic math skills, and the ability to work well in teams, and more specialized advanced skills, for example, competence with blockchain. I don't know who blockchain is, but there are probably those of you who will. It doesn't matter. We examined how other people's skills change and develop over time and over the course of their careers. We found that those who scored highly on basic skills were more likely to earn higher wages throughout their careers, move into more advanced roles, learn specialized skills more quickly, and were more resilient to industry change. The presence and development of foundational skills didn't just make workers more competitive for entry-level jobs, they determined how far they could climb the career ladder. Okay, foundational skills help raise a worker's ceiling. To help leaders understand the full value of these skills, we also examine the ways they shape long-term performance, adaptability, and advancement. Our study found that people with broad, strong foundational skills, including reading comprehension, basic math, and communication skills, tend to learn faster and master more complex abilities over time. Okay, so this just goes on to, flesh out this whole thing of foundational learning things, okay? So, basically, specialized skills can spike and vanish this quickly. And here. These rapid cycles are no longer rare. Researchers estimate that half-life of technical skills, the time it takes for half of what you know to become outdated, has dropped from about 10 years in the 1980s to 4 years today and may soon fall below 2. Remember when I talked to you about problem solving? In fact, we even have a session, I believe, devoted to
we've
problem solving.
Yeah, I mean, and just critical thinking, and even applying that in art and much of that. We've covered that numerous times. It's a hot topic around here.
It is a hot topic around here, and this is one of the areas that I think art is just it's a natural. Because if you have a classroom full of children, you cannot be everything to everyone. It's impossible. The more children you have, and at times there were 24 in my classroom, sometimes more than that. And I would have to deal with all of these different personalities, these different learning styles, etc. And it took me as the teacher to become a problem solver, but I stress teaching that to the children in active, you know, working through a real life problem that we have and explaining that once they become in charge of their own learning, which is this is what we're talking here, you have to teach yourself how to learn if you want to be employable and stay employable in this day and age. And I think it's very important for children to realize early on that they can be more in charge of their own learning if they learn how to problem solve and employ problem solving in not only their academic career but in their daily lives.
Well,
They'll be much happier people.
Well, and even adults and a lot of like what's happening, both online and offline today, being able to understand and decipher a lot of the information that's coming out at you. I overheard Izzy telling Popsy, Popsy, that's AI. Like, she knows where he couldn't. He wasn't sure. So I think, it's really interesting, her ability to recognize that, because I have been very, like, whenever I see her watch anything or, we talk about it and I'm like, can you recognize what that is? Do you understand the information that they're giving you? To be able to decipher whether it is real or not. And it's getting harder.
And I think yes, because the more advanced that becomes, the less easy it is to identify.
And even with the art.
Okay? And I'm skipping ahead here.
Yeah.
Foundational
it's a pretty long
skills.
Article.
Yes. Foundational skills knit talent together. Our study also found that one subset of foundational skills in particular helped workers to achieve the highest levels of professional attainment: social skills. Work today is woven from many threads cross functional projects, remote teams, and tools that update every quarter. This is where I advocate for a liberal arts education, because not only do you learn about what has happened, but you, because of the knowledge you're learning, a smattering of this and that and whatever. I think that's the way that you discover how to find out where it is that you can plug yourself into that. And the liberal arts, it's not a popular major anymore.
Right.
Okay. Work today is remote teams and tools that update every quarter. The more moving parts a firm has, the more it relies on people who can align goals, share knowledge, and keep friction low. Previous research helps reveal why social skills are particularly important today. David Deming's landmark study of the U.S. job shows that positions requiring a high level of social interaction grew by almost 12 percentage points between 1980 and 2012, while math-intensive but low interaction roles shrank. Wages followed the same pattern. Jobs that blend cognitive ability and social skill pay the highest premiums, according to this study. And I think that what we do here, our communication, the way we deal with intergroup interactions here, is a little microcosm of what I think it could be out in the real world. That we cooperate. We don't compete. We get along. We help each other instead of trying to, step on somebody's neck in order to make it further up the ladder. Just think that's, yeah. Put simply, as technical complexity rises, the glue that keeps talent productive is social skill communication, empathy, conflict resolution, and the ability to coordinate diverse expertise. And if you're an artist and you have to study art history as part of the program, but you learn so much about the rest of the world culturally, historically.
Yeah, because usually you learn about the artists themselves,
Yes.
and how they, you get their whole bio, which then
Yes.
leads into things that are happening in the world, and just how they became who they are, and a lot of that is everything that's around you. So
it is, and you look at Rembrandt, and you look at El Greco, you look at those artists who were very active in the scientific end of things. Maybe El Greco not so much, but Rembrandt certainly, and
well, we even talk about
Michelangelo as far as physiology and looking at the body and how muscles work and whatnot. All of those things are so interconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And I think are becoming even more so. And that is what I think that this article really
a lot of times when we're saying learn your paints, part of that is kind of a very scientific exploration of your mediums, of your artist tools, even just all of those things make you a better artist, craftsman, scientist. All of that is interconnected, and we have had those conversations too about how much interconnection really it makes us just better people.
Well, and remember the quote that we had the other day: if you want to hang out with interesting people, you need to be one yourself. And
that even kind of goes back to that one article when we had Josh over here. He didn't give me as much as I wanted out of him, but poor boy, he is just
I just, it's so hard to take yourself back to that stage. And I know I was in so many ways way less prepared for life than Josh is. But in some ways,
way more.
Way more.
I think that's just true of all of us. We have a skill set, hopefully. And then that bit of those tools that you do have, hopefully, get you to where you're going and acquire more tools.
Exactly. And, and I'm sure, when you work with the public, like some of you still do that have jobs, that kind of ability to empathize with your customer, with your client, is certainly, reading them, being able to read people, not so much by what they're saying, but what their body language tells you, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, in closing, in an age when technical expertise can become irrelevant in just a few years, foundational skills matter more than ever. Abilities like collaboration, problem solving, and solid grounding in math transfer across jobs and help teams adapt to new challenges. The key to effective human resource management is to prioritize these skills in both hiring and employee development. This builds a workforce that is resilient, quick to adapt, and prepared to thrive in a constantly evolving environment. And I would advocate educationally for the arts always, of course. But I do think as an art teacher, it is your responsibility to bring into the classroom skills that your student is going to need in other places besides art.
Right.
But how you relate those, you make a correlation between
connections.
A connection. And I think that is going to be a part of any teacher's job. But I think artists, you have more flexibility. You have more freedom to adapt to the students' needs as they will change year by year. And that's important. And, okay, the end, as Izzy would say. Okie dokie, I'm ready to go topside here.
All right, let's do that. There's the Thursday Thoughts. Hope y'all that, gave you some thoughts and connections.
Yeah, and let's see if we can do a little problem solving there. But I do have a couple of problems.
To solve. Okay.
I don't necessarily think they're going to be like earth shattering. Hey, Fran, look what I found.
Hey. And y'all, new in the shop, 41 packets. What did I call them? Paps. P-P-A-P-P. Peas. Hold on. I gotta do it. Hold on. Let me tell you. I spent some time like working that out. Hold on.
I wanted to call them popos.
She wanted to come popos. I couldn't make that work out. Like I didn't. Peas on, off.
Paint.
I don't.
Patricia on, paint on. Paint off.
I don't think, but yeah. I don't know that people want you on their paint. I
don't know either.
So peas, previously Arty Painty Packs.
I love it.
Paps. Crap smear. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
You know, woman.
Yeah.
Woman humor. You know.
Uterus.
Also, we put in approximately 8 because we also, if you know, that's funny. Some may have a little less, some may have a little more. It just really depends on how you assess what was given.
Yeah.
So,
does this count as 1 or 2?
Yeah.
That will come to mind.
That will, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did find these things.
But it's PPA, PPS. Paps.
This is from Fran on the Edge. Doc and Duck.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, okay, you don't know whether to dock or duck.
Doc or duck. Duck, goose.
Is he? She has homework these days.
Yeah.
And it's kind of this repetitive stuff that, one day is,
We're getting in a rhythm of things. I've noticed I'm getting better at her homework. Understanding what
I'm telling you what,
I
had a little learning curve on her. They call things different things now, just so that
I'm just
parents can't help their
very
children.
thankful for Google.
Yeah.
To get us knowed up on what we're supposed to be getting other people knowed up on.
Yeah. Anyhow, it was it was quite the experience. All right, in the process of going through things, look at those moons, y'all. I don't even know how I did
one end to the other, y'all.
I mean, that's just...
And it's so funny. So we were like going through all the stencils and everything. And so P has all of these prints sort of interspersed.
Yeah, look at that color there. I mean...
Yeah.
Holy cow, that is some awesome stuff. And here's a piece of...
Shiny gold paper.
Shiny gold paper. I hand that to Mariah because she is the keeper of the papers. And here's a little Archie Pinko innards.
And welcome to those of you that have come in. I know there were quite a few of y'all. I try not to interrupt P too much in the reading of the Thursday thoughts and whatnot because it's easier to stay on track. So do say hello in the chat so I can say hello. Give me extra pinky.
I don't know what's going to happen with those. I'm just going to throw both down there and deal with it later. All right, here we go.
This is how it begins.
This is how it begins. Because back behind me, I told Mariah, I said, one of the things with beading, I guess this is with all kinds of things.
It's everything.
But beading especially. The way I bead. Because I don't just, well, I did on this one. This is about as simple as I ever get with just repetitive.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's very repetitive for you.
Yes, it is. But then on this one, I mean, I have to have all those different beads out here in order to access them. And I was so excited about finding these. See those?
I had to kind of guilt her. I said, hey, listen, I know you've really been enjoying all of this beading and making of the necklaces and whatnot, but we did promise these stencil packs, so it was kind of our last dreaded thing that we needed to do because it took like 4 hours. All in all.
It took all off and on all day because I had to have a little nap.
Yeah.
Had to have some lunch and a snack.
Dinner.
And another nap. No, I think I just took one.
Just the one.
Okay, so I went ahead and pulled this because I needed, I was doing paper packets and I needed to, I needed a gel plate.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have one.
Hi, Margie.
But I thought that this would be really...
Hi, Nancy.
I found some things that I wanted to put on this. So I thought maybe something like this. And I thought, you know, that just obliterates the hands altogether. That doesn't work. And then I thought about, remember the crosses on the gold one? Now, I know it
And it was really funny as we're going through these. She's like, see, I was looking for that one. See, I was looking for that one. I've been looking for that. Never thought of that.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm going to do some transparent stuff with this and this one.
Hi, Zeppa.
And maybe also this one. Because remember, these were a lot that we just pulled and pulled up.
Yes. From the other day.
From the other day.
Also known as Tuesday.
Tweaky Tuesday. Well, we're going to tweak some of these some
I love
more.
that one.
I do too.
I know, it's really simple. It's so simple.
It's a brayer off with
a flop off.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No flop off.
Then what's in there? Because there's another stencil design in there.
There is another stencil design in there, but it is a pickup.
Oh.
There was something else on it.
Hi, Yuka.
But that was, yeah. And see, these are going to lend themselves. And here's another one. And then, of course, these are from the other day. And I think I already cut up the other one that had gold stuff on it. I thought this would be nice with some gold crosses on it.
Don't cross me.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not really going to do anything to this except maybe use the crosses on it.
Oh, wonderful, Carrie.
What?
Carrie was very pleased with his parcel. And y'all need to, keep your eyes peeled on September 1st. So much will be happening. Carrie will be debuting his stamps that he has coming out. Y'all are just going to lose your little minds. For sure. And then we've got quite, it's a cool mix of stuff this coming month. So, we debut stuff on it'll be Labor Day. We will be here. We're always here, y'all. Unless something major happens. And even then, we try to work something out. But yes, Carrie will have something very cool planned. I think he's comboing his debut up with the color combo. So that'll be coming out. I don't know if Eddie plans on doing a collage prompt or not. No worries if you don't. And then, keep your eyes peeled for a, swap that Becky puts on over there. That's the Makers Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you're a part of that, missing out, there's links in the chat. If you aren't, checking out chat, all those links are down below as well. Like in the description area, there's links to the shop. I don't know if y'all know this, but we have a shop, pmartistudio.com. We sell stencils and stamps. Many of those lovely designers are right here in the chat, and they show up and hang out, and you can talk with them. And then you can make special requests if you want. They may or may not follow, but, this is your chance.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Leap on it.
Chat them up.
Okay, isn't this interesting? All right, so do you remember this one? This is where I tried to put down and pull up the hands.
Yes.
But because the this wasn't dry yet.
Yeah, you pulled up some of that design.
Lake mud was not dry.
It would have been kind of funny if it would have pulled it up in the hand shape.
But it's still really interesting. And look at here on the edge, you can tell. Pulled up a lot of stuff there. All right, well,
exactly, Patricia.
Textured.
Luckily, she has a little bit of her mind left to lose. See? You're in the right place.
Yes, ma'am. I don't.
We'll help. Hello, Karen.
All right. Well, I'm just pulling off the ones that we did the other day. We did a lot that we couldn't pull off because they required more
time. And it was very humid the other day. It might be kind of humid today. I don't know. But we did have the AC on. It's been a little warmer today than it was the other day. I saw that, bro. We were going to put a limit on the number, but then I was like, hey, it's first come, first serve. And y'all are the first to, I had it go live an hour ago just so to make sure that it goes out to the internet. That sometimes is one of those things that happens. But we let y'all know here in the stream. If you're here live, you get note up real quick.
All right.
Wonderful. That's so sweet. Thank you, Patricia. She loved her order. We have great products. We think so.
We do. And not just because it's our products, because I've tried some others.
That's one of the reasons we started making our own.
Yes, because I couldn't.
And then we started picking up our other Arty friends.
And one thing just leads to
another. It does.
It really, honestly, do.
Oh, thank you, Mo. It's double points, y'all. That's the other reason you should place an order. Or now it's going to run till the 2nd. So I don't know if you want to hold off, but that's a lot of pressure. I don't know. That's up to y'all. You can order double, good till the 2nd.
Always just makes me really angry when it didn't pick up, the good stuff right there on the edge.
Yeah. But that happens a lot because the edge of the plate dries quicker.
Yes, and I probably didn't brayer enough paint out to that edge right there.
Mm-hmm. Because it's Labor Day weekend.
And this was red iron oxide was the paint. That's all right. Still going to give some good stuff here. And we'll be able to work with this and bring in another stencil because even though, and this is where, give yourself some grace on these prints that you're pulling that you're going, oh, wow, this is kind of like underwhelming.
You just need to save it and put some more on it later.
Yes. Save it for later. And even that stuff that's out there right now, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Depending on what we want to do with it later. And I do see I've got this one down here that we never did even get dry. All right, now this is when I see this situation here. I'm always very...
Oh, thanks, Christy. She says, Patricia and Mariah, great job on the podcast. Wow, wonderful interview with the Beyond the Brayer. That was our interview with Cindy.
It was.
And then y'all know this next coming month, we will have our interview. Well, and I don't want to say that it's not an interview. It's more of an Arty chat with Stella.
Conversation.
Yes. And if y'all haven't seen that, we would love you to go over and watch and leave a comment. Let Cindy know that, she's doing a good job and, keep at it. And she said that we could be back on anytime we wanted. So we may do that.
Well, I guess maybe if we have something.
Yeah. I got a little tweak in my neck.
Look at that. Now this, remember what this was?
That was the purple, but now, see, it went a little more brownie. And once it soaked in, remember I told y'all that. You can go back and watch that stream.
All right. I'm falling down on my, putting paint on the paint thing on the top. Was this quinacridone deep rose?
No, that's the purple one. This is the
alizarin madder lake?
No. It's still not right.
Quinacridone purple.
That's the one.
Oh.
See how much that changed it? Like it almost brought it right over to the madder.
And here's the thing I've been trying to do here. So I can see them in the thing because they're in here with their little noses up and
they're not being snooty. They're just, that's how they are.
It's there. And every time I use them, I'm supposed to do that. So that after a while, all of them will have a little paint. Oh, that one already has one. I love this alizarin madder.
Oh. Eddie's on tonight with the messy palette. 7 p.m. Central. I'm going to be there. I might be in and out, but, you know, because that's like bedtime. And I got to yell at this kid like 20 times to brush her teeth. It's really making me kind of crazy. And if it didn't matter and if I didn't have to, like, you know, pay exorbitant amounts of money to fix those teeth,
you would let her suffer.
I'd just let her suffer those consequences. But see, the consequences are on me as well. So until she's paying her own dental bills, I feel like it's my duty to.
All right, I'm just gonna. I'm afraid that's gonna glop out, and then I'll have another whole mess to clean up there. And I don't know that y'all find that terribly
Was that fascinating?
Fascinating. Okay, so why did we do? Look, isn't that a gorgeous print?
It's really cool, and I like how it kind of ombre at the edges there. I wish there was a little more of that.
I don't know why it did that. It was because it's picking up something else that was already there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean.
Awesome, Cynthia.
We've got some stuff still on this plate here, and I'm just going to leave it because I think it's going to be okay.
Okay.
If it's not, we'll pull it off with tape.
And if y'all aren't subscribed to Diane over at the Messy Palette, there's that link. That's a fancy little chat, like Mo made that fancy. You can't see the king, you know, the little crown and the her kangaroo. She's in Australia. That's why it's kind of late at night for us. I think it's like mid-afternoon of the next day. That's how that works. I don't know if y'all know that or not. It's Thursday Thoughts. I'm giving you lots of thoughts. This one's very weird in coloration, but I love it. Not everybody would be like, yeah, put those together.
Yeah.
You know what it kind of reminds me? And I think maybe you were influenced by when we were looking through the magazine the other day, that one room.
Oh, yes.
That would go
definitely
perfectly in there. Be camouflaged.
Take that, chameleon. All right, I think that's a good one.
She makes some good link drops. She do.
Okay. Now, this is the sucker that we were having a terrible time with because I couldn't get it dry enough.
And it has a layer of clear texture gesso on it.
Yes, it does. And it was an experiment because I've never done that before.
I know, I was
But
surprised.
I wanted to make sure because the orange was so fugitive. Remember, it was coming off. Put that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I keep grabbing it off of there.
Why? How did you have an extra one?
Well, because this is a shorter thing and it falls down on that rim and I can't get it out.
Oh,
so I put this other thing down so it doesn't go down into that.
Gotcha.
Remember, we talked about that with the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
Or a really good band name.
I really want something here that is really punchy.
Punchy.
Like high contrast. Yeah?
Punchy.
Punchy.
Lime green.
Lime green would be good.
Or turquoise would be good too. I don't know if that's super punchy, but I love that combination.
Turquoise is good. We could mix up our own lime green here. This had a little more opacity to it. Oh, this is still in good shape here. At least that is right there. Oh, yeah, this is good. All right, this I'm thinking Oh, look, it's got a number on it. This is fairly opaque. And what did I do with hands? Mariah, do you know what I did with hands?
I do not. I don't know if you. So right now she has all the ones that she kept are in a big bin. I have these little bins coming that are like file folder bins, and I think that's gonna hopefully be the answer for Patricia here. I mean, I can dig through the bin if you want.
Well, no, hands is, I don't think, in there. I'm pretty sure it's not in there. I thought I had kept it out over here. Got this one. That might be a fun one to do.
I think you should do the art of protein. That's an oldie. It's like one of the, original.
Yeah. Oh, this end down here is just totally.
Well, chop it off.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, remember this one started off as I don't know where I got the parts.
Well, okay. Here's kind of how I remember it. This could be right or
well, I don't remember either. So
we're starting a new story maybe. But this is what I remember is that you had stencil parts that you were cutting out. Like this is like from your manila folder days.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
I think there was something.
There was a lot of that going on.
Then we cut one. It still wasn't quite right, and then you used those parts to create a whole new one. And then I was able to size it or, mess around with it and create the thing that it is today. Quite a bit of it was eventually done digitally.
Yes.
Because the real parts,
I remember.
Yeah, the actual original one,
it was ink.
Well, and they were really big.
Yes.
They were much bigger. And I told her, I was like, I don't think that resonates like into a, good design. So I took those and kind of manipulated them. That's kind of what I remember.
I don't know that this is like what this is should be or not. But
Hi, Jennifer. Ooh, that's some old mix from the. Does that have a number on it?
Mm-hmm. It does, but I don't. I suspect that the number has long since.
That the mix has been altered. Mm.
I'm using lots because you don't realize how heavy this stencil.
So the stencil itself will grab paint. So you're trying to cover that area.
And plus this stencil has a lot of paint.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is some heavy duty paint here, folks. But every now and then you just have to bust these dudes out and give them a whirl.
Yeah, and if you want to get, kind of experimental and mix up paints, we do have a paint guide from back in the day when he was mixing up more of her own colors. Now it's a lot of it's easier to grab the paints off of the cart. But if you do have a limited supply of colors and you want to learn how to mix some paint, that color guide for mixing might be a fun way to do it.
Okay, well,
this is old paint.
Issues going on here, but if worse comes to worse, I can always make it a flop off, and that'll work. Because I've got plenty of paint here.
Yeah. I like that you're just using it up because it wasn't getting better.
It wasn't getting better, and here's the dealio. When you start these things, you need to kind of give your stencil a little time to kind of level out. That's interesting enough, right?
Yeah. Good gosh, lady.
I know. I'm getting really. All right. Obviously, this has some of the
There you go.
stuff in there that makes it slow drying.
Mm-hmm. Ah, retarder. It must have, yeah. And that would make sense as far as the timing and like when you were mixing those. That's what would be in there.
Okay, so we're going to put this aside.
I don't know that that's going to be very impactful.
You just wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be totally dependent on what I add
Ro liked it.
to the background to get it to all come off. And yes, granted, this is not.
And that thing is so thick.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I don't need anything. I just have to have some place to flop that so that
Yeah.
it's not
Marrying up.
getting overly familiar with this.
Stencil buddies.
Yes. Friends.
Friends.
Okay. Now, that was underwhelming.
A little bit.
But, not to worry. Where are we here? Okay, I think I pulled everything here. Oh, we can start making some more. I'm kind of trying to keep up with my obligations as the packet maker in them. And I had to use up quite a bit of my
Stash. The pile.
pile. Yes, pile. Okay. So I found this. And obviously this has never had, and I had to grab it really quick because Mariah was eyeing it.
And she said, well, why do I end up with these? And I said, well, sometimes we used to have like really big stencil launches. And so it was hard to get to all of them.
And so what I want to do on this, and I don't even know whose stencil this is.
That's Carrie's.
I don't have any idea what he is, and I'm sure that he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care if you cut it up, nor do we. If you buy it, it's all good.
But I don't want all of that white around the edge. And the thing about it is, it's almost like you need to buy 2 of these because sometimes I do want the white around the edge.
Yes.
Because the white around the edge is where I come in and I do, cool things in the. And some of the ones that I gave away and some of the ones that I kept, is I try to keep one of everything. But sometimes it came in multiple forms, 8.5 or whatever. And usually I went with the larger one, but sometimes I went with the 8.5 simply because it allows me a wider edge to kind of mess around and play with on this stencil. I like this one because it sort of reminds me of that. I just remember my dad's shop, he had these things called gaskets.
Oh, it does kind of. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't
Yeah.
even know what exactly they were for, but it was part of the mechanical process of some kind of.
Well, I was going to say probably the tractor.
Something to do with the tractor, yeah. A good assumption. And sometimes if you cut off that excess, you don't have to fight it with the handle of your scissors.
Ro has a good question.
Yes.
Been meaning to ask. I have wet strength tissue paper. Is having trouble with the paper sticking to the plate and tearing. Do I need to dry longer or should I just use them for quick pulls?
Either way.
Well, I know, but
if your paper's tearing, you're not allowed. You're either okay. There's numerous things here.
Yeah.
Number one, paint. You don't have enough. Your paint's too dry.
Well, it's in that in between stage is really what's happening.
Yes.
So it's like, yes, you either need to be quick about the pull, or you need to let it dry.
Yes, one or the other.
But what's happening is you're kind of in between.
Yes, and that's where you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah. But that's a great question, and one that I mean, a lot of people experience even with just regular paper. That's why we're always like, the timing and understanding your paints. Which paints are going to be drying faster than others? How much of that paint do you put down? Because that could just be it too. Like just adjusting the amount of paint that you put down. Yeah. Maybe you will need a little bit more. So that way it isn't drying so quickly and you're able to then make that determination.
Right. Now, I just think this has a whole different feel once you cut off that outside border. Okay, so I've got some icky stuff going on over here, and I don't want that because that's going to be right where my edge of my stencil goes, and I'm not sure that I want this green.
Oh yeah, we've seen that before, Sue. I think there's a few people that actually keep their stencils that way. Number one, I don't know where there is a line that we have hanging above here, but that is definitely not something I want to experience in the studio. I'm pretty pumped about this whole. We have figured out that keeping containers and keeping them labeled, and as long as they are containers that we can actually move about, or if wherever they stay is kind of a good place to access them, it fits both P and my way of accessing our materials, right?
Yes.
And that's why we're thinking with the file folder little compartment, because they're just little carriers. One of the other things is that might even be great for whenever we do, because fingers crossed, I still need to, explore all of that. This next year, probably about this time next year, we are thinking about having an in-person thing here in the Wiley Saxey, our area. But then we can tote those things around. And it's already set up. Because that's another thing that I've been kind of thinking about. The accessibility of moving some of the art supplies around to a, on-site type class. Yeah. And if it's already built into our studio that way, then it's less of this, oh, you got to pull it all together. I think it will be easier. I've been, it's like thinking about how you use your studio, your materials, your supplies, all the different things, I think really does help in that organic shift that a lot of us go through with reorganizing or, whatever your interest is too. He was really excited that, she has a little drawer area now that there's watercolor. Some of her watercolor stuff is accessible at all times, but then the larger amount of like the bigger palettes and things are further up, but it's still accessible if needed.
Yeah, and I know it. I know it's there.
And I like the bins that we can see in. Those have been better because we forget what's in them. So if you can kind of visually not only just read the label, but also say, okay, there, I see the thing. Very helpful.
Yes. Very. Okay. Excuse me for just a moment. I gotta line up my stuff over here.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can hit the AC, but
oh, you would like that?
That would be really lovely.
I can do that. have all your papers locked down and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I think I can do at least. I can go ahead and do that one again. Okay. So.
Oh, yes. That is so true. All right, we'll see you later, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging. Not all wet strength. Okay, so you need to make sure that it is Carnival wet strength tissue. There are other tissue papers on, especially like Amazon, that they say that they are that. They are not that.
They're not.
Deb ran into that before, and she's our paper database person. She knows things. And there's comparisons and all of that. She ran into that, and I think a few others. It's been posted on Makers. But yeah, you want to make sure it's Carnival wet strength tissue. If you aren't getting that, it's most likely not going to be the same.
Okay, now what I'm looking for here.
Yes, Carla, or it is the Circle Washers by PM Art Studio. She uses those a lot. Yes, Jenny, thank you.
I don't know what happened to my... All right, we're going to try something here.
Oh, and thank you. Mo put both the links to the US based for Carnival Wet Strength and then also the UK based. So those of you that are, across the pond or wherever.
Okay, this is Ultramarine Violet. I like it, but it's very... it's hard to get it to...
it does not evenly roll out.
Thank you. It's wavy.
The Schmaltz Blue is also that way, which is interesting.
All right, I don't know
what you're
why
fighting with.
Things are not going back in there. I'm getting really hurt.
Felt it. Aw, thanks, bro. He says, I don't know if anybody's told y'all today, but y'all are awesome. Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Okay, now where were you? Try to put you back in the right spot here because we seem to be having a little trouble getting everybody to go back into there.
They aren't acting right over there. Yes, right back at you, bro. Simone, you're so...
Now the one that I added, the maroon, is very much opaque.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I'm adding these two colors together here.
You're going to get kind of a semi.
That's my feeling. Because I want to be able to just have to leave a little bit of an interesting thing here because, I use these and I come in and...
It's been a little bit since you've done one, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then this coming Saturday, we will have more of those oldies but goodies replays coming at ya. So I'm very, very happy that y'all have been enjoying that. A lot of people have said that they really liked seeing the beginner's guide. That was the last one that we did that was really focused on getting started. And remember we did the book and everything? Remember the book? I don't know if she remembers the book. There's a book. We made a book.
Yeah, I take your word for it. I'm
She's
sorry.
struggling with this purple business.
I'm really, yeah, having a moment here.
You ripped it. That's because she cut it. That's her fault.
It is.
That's an operator issue. Hello, Lorraine. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an arty-friendly bunch of folks. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. And if you're watching in replay, let us know down in the comments. Or come back if you want to, be extra. Oh, hair. Yes. Sorry. Haircut.
All right, and because that's a new stencil, do not leave it onto the paper. And I will have to fix that little thing up there, but that's no worries. I can do that. Let's get something down here. Kitty baby. Hi, here we are, almost an hour in, and this is the first print I pulled. This is, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry.
Well, we did Thursday Thoughts. There was more than...
And I really wanted to do this with the hands, but for some reason it's disappeared. It'll turn up again.
It will.
Put it someplace special.
Ooh. That's cool. No, we do not have a new kitten. That's Bentley.
Bentley.
Bentley. He's an old kitty.
He's a very old kitty.
One of the things I would suggest, if there are videos of ours that you do find to be kind of some of your favorites, or you want to go back and watch it a couple times to see a particular section of the video, you can create playlists for yourself.
Really?
And you can make them private or make them public or whatever. Yeah, because each person, when you sign into YouTube, it's kind of like you have your own channel in a way. It's also your user. And then you can create playlists.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more so here in a moment if I can find my... Carrie sent me this, I don't know what, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because he just felt like it was just too...
Wasn't his thing.
Yeah. And other than it's the smell, it's just absolutely a wonderful paint. And I have some more of it here somewhere. So this is not the end of my... But I kind of moved my paints around when I redid the whole thing here. And stinky.
Cynthia does. She has a PM Artist Studio playlist. Awesome. I love it. Ooh, gosh, that is, it's a little extra. I think it
seems like, huh?
Yeah. I can't help it. That's right. Eddie, I know that's right.
The thing about about the wet strength tissue, and it doesn't do well at that one stage where it's, you know, it's either too, it really, if it's too wet, it can just sort of do the dissolvey thing. See, look at that pink.
And that pink and that purple just go so well together. And then, yeah, the green in there is really, it's kind of like it's starting to mold. It's good stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's just a different kind of,
yes.
Of, what do you call it? Grunge. Yeah. Mold.
Mold. I like mold.
Distressing.
I don't like mold, but
distressed.
I like the color mold.
Yeah.
Of mold. All right, this is another way to do your pink. And this has an odor also, but it's a little bit different than the other one. This is more organically revolting.
Mm.
The other, I think, is just the chemical. I don't really know what those little things are.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, picks them up.
At fancy mold. Mold with a, you know, M-O-U-L-D-E. Mold. It's fancy mold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Distressing.
Okay, now see?
Yeah. See, just pink alone can be a little jarring. We understand. See, pink with other things.
Other things is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can go ahead and we can really emphasize our green. All right, let's bring in something else here. This is called bark.
This is by Carrie.
I don't know why.
Carrie's getting a showcase today.
I found bark and I went.
She's like, it comes like this? I didn't cut it? I was like, I know.
Where has this been?
This was like one of Carrie's very first ones. And he did it from a photograph. Bark. She also made that joke too. She's like, woof, woof. I was like, no, like bark, tree bark. She's like, yeah, I know, Mariah. It's being funny.
Sometimes she has her father's inability to, you know. So what do I want here? I want something that's not barky.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want? Let's use some brilliant.
I couldn't remember if it was the very first. It was his very first. I kind of thought so, but then I didn't want to say that, and then, you know.
Okay. Now, I need to get a couple of them ready to go here. Just a sec. That might benefit. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Hey, Diane. We're very excited about you and Eddie hanging out tonight. That is true, Carrie. He says his design skills have come a long way since the stencil. Yeah.
I know, but it's still a really good one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And see, Pete loved this one. And she did say, "Did I cut this out?" And I'm like, "No, okay, it comes that way."
I was very excited about that.
Yeah. And then there was a couple others where she was like, "Are you sure I didn't like, cut this up?" I'm like, "No," because it was like the beaded squares, the one designed by Brad, and you know how it has like the little tiny. I was like, "There is no way. You know that your cutting skills would not be that uniform." She didn't believe me though. She was a little unsure. I was like, Ah, yes. As you should be. As you should be.
Well, that certainly gave me another layer there that I'm really loving a lot more than.
Yeah.
A lot more than I did before. Weird. Okay. Pay attention here. Pay attention.
Yeah.
And if you do keep turning your paper, your deli, and Mariah, we ordered a new box. We discovered deli paper isn't nearly as wonderful as it used to be.
Yeah, so what was crazy, so because she uses it fairly often, but, not.
It takes a long time to go through a
Right.
whole box.
So the box of the deli paper that she has from before, I ordered the exact same thing, but the deli paper is not the same. We think that they have eased up on the amount of, either the paper's thinner.
It's the paper is thinner.
You think the paper's thinner? Okay. Or I didn't know if it was like the amount of wax or whatever. But it's different.
Okay, that looks really cool, but I'm going to try to get some more.
Yeah, same brand, same everything. And it's the one that I have listed on our Amazon store because I like that size and I can't tell you, it's PPI or something like that. Hey, and those of you that have come in, just to kind of give you a heads up, it is double points over there on our website. So if you want to pick up some of these older designs by Carrie or many of the other designers, you can do that. Get you double points. We also have the PPAPPSs, the PAPs.
Apps.
Apps.
Not pups.
PAPs.
Or pops.
No. Or popos, because she wouldn't do popos. And I was like, I don't know how to make that right. Oh, but this is the deli paper. DPI. Some old school logo rather. But it's the deli paper standard weight, SW-15. It's the 15 by 10 3/4. But yeah. The piece previously already painty packs of Arty stencils are in the shop, y'all. You get approximately 8 of them. Approximately, give or take. There could be more, there could be less. Also, we were tired. And so we tried to justify it one way or another.
I'm loving this. This was such a wonderful choice.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why sometimes your opaque paints are the coolest ones to work with.
Yeah, exactly. It does last a long time. But we are quite sure that they've made some changes to their product.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Robin says they might be using different pulp for the paper. Oh. Not all toilet paper is equal anymore either.
This is true. We've known that for a long time.
Margie has placed her order for the pa-pa-pa-pa-pas. That made me laugh.
Well, last time I told Mariah, I couldn't believe how fast the
the IMPP packs go, yeah.
And I just was astounded.
Well, it's a good deal. It really is.
It is a good deal. It's something I would do because I don't care whether I usually screw them up the first.
And here's the other thing. Oh, so Eddie, get ready. Eddie, get ready. But you got to put the link to the post that we made on our website regarding how to clean your stencils. Because if you don't want all that paint on there, or you want to get real crafty with it and try to soak it off, like get a weird skin off of it, because that can happen. Eddie's done it. But put that link to how to clean your stencils, and you can get them clean. We just don't do that around here.
Yeah, it is something I like to do.
No.
I'm just grabbing them off the wall up here as they come at me. I really like this thing. I really like this turquoise on here. Where is my most asbestos turquoise? Right here, folks.
Oh, and they do make it from 100% recycled paperboard. Recyclable.
This is Amsterdam Expert Series 661 Turquoise Green.
Oh, see, Cynthia needs to know where she gets the darn soap.
The Murphy?
Oh, here, hold on. Let me see if I can find it on the Amazon so I can give you an affiliate link at the very least.
They have it at Kroger's.
They have it at Kroger's, y'all.
Pretty sure that's where I got mine.
Yeah, there we go. Is it the Murphy's Oil Soap Wood Cleaner, right?
Yeah. What's happening? My rolly thing here is, I don't know what is happening, but it's kind of scary.
Yeah, and when you get a little, like, aggressive with it, I get very scared, because I'm like, things are about to get real squirrely. Mm-hmm. All right, bye, Pam. Thanks for hanging.
Now, this is one that Brad...
Oh, yes, Fred Meyer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fred Meyer. Brad designed for me. Right, Mariah? This is Brad's.
Well, no, you took the parts and you created one of your things. And then, yeah, we scanned it in. I think he cleaned it up quite a bit because it was a little extra pointy and whose it was. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he did some cleanup work on it. Oh, Rhonda's a stencil cleaner. She wishes she could let it go. I don't think that that's a... I think if it's one of those things that you kind of keep up with it, then it's not a... It's...
Yes,
if you let it go, that's when it's like it becomes a whole thing. But if it's maintenance, then I think that's just, you know, that's just the way you operate. Freddy Krueger. That was funny, Tegan. Tegan said when the merger happened, she was really hoping they would go with Freddy Krueger. You know, like Freddy Krueger. But don't bump. Bye, Liz. No worries. Get some sleep. It is late. I know it's like midnight or Close to. Look at that. That's some painty business right there.
That's an interesting sound. Alrighty, well I think that's turning into quite the ordeal there, and I'm going to.
Are you going to show us that, or just?
No, I'm not. I'm going to I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
Up. I forgot to get this off here. I have to decide. Okay.
It really was, yes.
This is Liquitex. Phthalo cyan, blue, green shade, with lots of.
Yeah, that's a special mix.
This is the Liquitex with soft body acrylic and airbrush medium.
Was it one of the little ones and then you poured it in there?
No, I think. But it's got more than one thing in it. Remember, it keeps having funny things
doing things
going on the bottom there.
Your balls aren't really doing what they need to do.
Well, I think, yeah, they're not. Falling down on their job.
Just hanging out and they're not really doing anything.
Only have one job and they ain't
doing it.
Ain't doing it. Hoping to pick up some of this other and have it pull that up, but we may have to just go with
ball fail.
Go with it and let it dry. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to think and talk at the same time.
It's a lot all at once.
It is. See what it's going to look like if it's even worth. Oh, okay.
Goes with your outfit today.
Certainly does. We're really picking up on those colors today, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay, and we're going to let that sit a spell. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. Let's bring back this and get some paper on here to hold this jobber. Okay, so what I'm thinking here
oh, that makes sense. The hardware store would have it too. Yeah, for the wood cleaning.
I'm thinking about the turquoise blue here.
And that's a metallic, isn't it?
No, this is I have a metallic.
Wait.
This is turquoise blue deep.
Okay.
But yeah, I do have almost exactly the same. See? That's what you were thinking about. I don't want that. Because I don't think it's going to come through
right
all that much anyway. Y'all have to help me remember to do that.
You see, it was just a regular white lid, no, paint swatched at the top.
Yeah, say, oh,
holler out.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Put some paint on that.
Oh.
having trouble getting, see what's happening there?
Yeah.
Don't like that. That's not good. This is not really a good thing to do either, but oh well. Let's see if we can make that work.
You can get that corner or just leave us hanging.
Bend over here and let me give you a little brayer swash across your forehead. See if it sticks.
I'm good, thank you.
Well.
That was a lot of paint, but you needed that.
Don't say I didn't ask.
You need, different papers. Goodness. A lot of drama going on with this here. Ooh, look at you.
Now look at this. You can see the design through the paper. Let me get my brayer rolled off over here.
Baron, pup, what you looking for? Paper towel.
Looking for a paper towel. Because at this point, I really do want to make sure that my paper has come in contact with the painty surface. And it's not just sitting there, see?
Paper towel really does help you glide across the back of the tissue paper, and also like keep your hands from getting painty, because it does come through.
And we knew that I used a lot of paint, but
she needed to, because there's lots of layers there.
It wasn't getting down into the creases of the paper.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Okay, now we'll just see. Okay, this is you let it dry a long time till it's completely, as long as it's cool to the touch, it's not dry. I like this. You can hand me my papers back, because I'm probably going to need one here in a minute.
This is the Franken Crackle.
Yes, and I do very much love it. And what it's really great at doing is creating that sort of old world wall print.
Yeah, Fracken Crackle.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Fracken Crackle. Heck yeah. Hi, Marita. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we're an already friendly bunch of folks, and that's how I know, and that's how I can say hello. If you're watching on replay, do say down below in the comments, watching on replay, or if you have questions, that's a great place to leave them. Any of that business. Anyway, give us those thumbsy upsies if you haven't done that already. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Do all that YouTube business that one does. We do this 4 times a week.
It's just making a funny
I
sound
know.
there.
And when you look at it like that, it freaks me out because then I'm like, okay, should I come over and assist? Because it's gonna be one. Yeah,
It's creaking.
it's creaking.
Creaking. I just kind of went where it was going to go. Guess that's going to be okay. All right, so what do we have here that we want to add some gold? Ooh.
Boop, boop, ba-doop. Hi, Lucy. Oh, I like the brown shoes with the blue suit. Now, it has to be the right brown. Cynthia's husband said, release the fracking crackle.
Okay, that's probably about all I'm going to get out of that.
Okay. Now, I'm hoping, okay, so coming into September, we need to do a little bit more on our folios, on our, you know, our Halloween folio things, because we got some more things coming up, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I have something that you have not even ever seen, or you're just going to be super excited, I'm pretty sure about.
I'm not sure that's finished yet.
I'm sure that it isn't. That's how it filled up.
You didn't feel like it was finished either? Yeah. Good minds run along the same track a lot of times. This is diazonine purple plus mediums. I'd be more specific if I was able to, but enjoy applying the paint decoratively. And I would iterate again. You all see this white piece of paper beneath all of this?
I don't know about that, Cynthia. What are you saying?
The white paper beneath this.
Uh-huh.
I'm pointing that out so that I know where to go with my paint.
Oh, yes, under the plate.
Yes.
Sorry.
And that really helps you define where you're rolling your paint out.
Yeah, and so you're that way, especially when you have the bigger plates, there's no need. Like, you know, when Josh was the poor thing, he was just putting paint everywhere, and I was like, that's just a lot of extra paint that doesn't need to necessarily go out that way. This is really what we're saying.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling frugal, this is a way to be frugal.
Yes.
And intentional.
Intentionally frugal.
Mm-hmm. Now, Cynthia, I guess, you know, we're 26 minutes. You got 25 minutes left.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. Let me throw this out your way. Banana peanut butter muffins. I don't know about that.
Oh, I think that sounds fabulous.
I don't know about that.
I make banana peanut butter sandwiches. Banana jelly peanut butter sandwiches and slice banana up.
Banana. But
Mariah
banana.
doesn't like bananas.
I don't really like bananas. I want to like them. Sometimes I eat them because I'm like, maybe I've changed my mind. And then usually I'm like, nope. I like the smell of bananas. I prefer, if I am going to, subject myself to banana eating, I like them to be a bit more green. I do like banana nut bread. But the whole peanut butter thing, I those two things, I don't know that I need them together.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. See, Cynthia says, I knew you would like that, Mama P. There's not much that she doesn't like. But she's pretty hardcore. Like, if she doesn't like it, she's very adamant about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm still learning to like Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I like Brussels sprouts. I like them. I like them texturally. I like them.
I don't really like them. There's just something bittery. I think one of my balls is blocking
the hole. Let's see. Waffles with Nutella and banana. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm
not a big fan of Nutella. I used to like it, but it's really, really bad for you.
Is it? Like super sugary or what?
Yeah.
And it's not good for you.
It isn't good for you. You should eat other things.
She's got to draw the line somewhere.
Yes.
Nutella is it. Who knew? That's just information. New information for me. Mm-hmm. Blueberries into the banana muffin mix. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay with that. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Maybe.
Okay, we're just going to put down a new paper on this because I think it's got such interesting stuff going on.
It is, especially here at PM Art Studio. It happens quite a bit.
What does?
Ball blocking. The ball gets in the thing and blocks the paint.
A bit of an irritant.
Just give it a good whack.
Well, that's going to be an interesting first layer.
Robin and I are on the same page about bananas.
I don't like them if they're,
Now, you know what I do like? I like the dehydrated ones, the little banana chips, but they need to be the more sugary ones because those ones that they try to pass off as like, they're better for you or whatever. I don't understand.
They taste
how does that happen?
They taste like crap.
They really do. They just make me angry.
Oh, you can look at it. It's just still providing roughage.
Yeah, but I'm like, there are other things I could eat that would make me less angry.
Well, there you go. Okie dokie. Well,
that's the answer, Jennifer. That's the answer.
I don't know if that's what I want to do there. I don't know if that's what I want to do here.
It's a skill I have, Diane.
Not everyone,
I tell you, Cynthia, you and P could definitely have some meals together. The balls for your paint, which you want to look for, I think you can find them. Okay, so Sue is our ball supplier. I don't know if she would necessarily be known as that, but she is the supplier of the ones that we do have. So that is truthful information. But she let us know that what you're looking for are stainless steel, or some people even just get like plastic ones or beads or that sort of thing. The weight of them does help. but you can find them, I think, Amazon or other, what am I trying to say? Maybe Seuss.
Crafty places.
No, not crafty places. It's actually, because like in the old mice, you know, like mouse, like a computer mouse. That's the reason she had it. So it's like a tech supply. Maybe like a Fry's, or I don't think Fry's is around anymore. The one around here.
Really?
Yeah. Because the online shopping and everything's just pretty well, amongst other things, but. I don't know that marbles would be, as long as they fit into the thing, probably fine. I would worry about the glass, personally. Because if they knock about too hard, they might crack. But that would just be my... Depends on how hard you shake. If you're a heavy shaker.
I'm kind of a heavy shaker.
Yeah. And she always, yeah.
I really like my stencil better than anything I've done today.
Yeah. Some days that's just how it goes.
Mighty fine, mighty fine.
Uh-huh.
Now that certainly helped that. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. Rhonda was like, look at that stencil.
Look at that stencil.
Look at that.
And that
Best thing
gorgeous.
from today. The paint on the stencil. And just think, if you go over there and you want to ooh and ah at some of the paint applications to stencils, you can buy your very own. Look at that tie-in. Y'all see that there? Mm-hmm. Peas previously already. How did I do it? See, why can't I remember things? It's terrible.
Arty Party Painty.
Arty Party Painty. Peas previously Arty Painty packs. But there are some in there that we were like, man, should we keep those and glue them down? So I'm like, good gosh, we just can't. We cannot. We do not have the space. Just can't. So there are some in there that are worthy.
Yes, of inclusion. In a very special...
In an art piece.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's the one that you get. Yes.
Oh, yes. And then, yeah, that's a very good point. So Linda says she found some of those metal balls in some makeup bottles. So she kept them. Yeah. Definitely. That's awesome. I like that a lot. It's kind of rusty when it's, yeah.
It is. Okay, let's put a little of this goopy stuff out here.
Mm-hmm. All right, you got 15 minutes.
Hear those balls wrapping together? It's best to do it like this, because then give it a little whack so that they go back down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully...
I mean, the tips and tricks abound today, y'all.
Yeah. Keep your balls from plugging up the holes. The orifices of your paint.
Where to get them, how to treat them.
My thing is, I like to use... Whew.
Oh, fabulous information. Auto shops also sell bags of balls. Of course they do. Anywhere you want to get your ball bearings.
Well, you know, you need to make sure that they're not too big, that they're not going to fit in the...
I think they sell balls of all sorts of sizes, because you need ball bearings for all sorts of things.
Well, there you go.
Car parts. See? Oh, yeah, you need to do that. 10 p.m. Sounds yummy, Carla. Oh, yes. And this is why you're in the right place, Rhonda.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting.
I like it.
I like it too.
I'm sorry that you couldn't find
My hands?
the hands. Well, they're Devin's hands, but, you know, she designed them. We're just missing our version of them.
Yes, it's Devin.
I think they got put in the bin because she was sort of cleaning up. And there was a big old stack of things.
I really like that. I like that rusty brown out there on that gold with the blue.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
This is a really nice combination there.
Let me ask y'all this. So, you know, P's been working on her funky junky art journal book. And then we talked a bit about how to construct it and make it actually into a book. And her thoughts and wants and whatnot are an accordion concertina kind of situation with pockets. Would y'all be interested in seeing that construction? Or is it that something you would rather just see once it's done? Thoughts and feelings, let us know in the chat. Also, let us know down in the comments if you're watching on replay, because we really do want to know these things. Like, what are you into? Do you want more funky, junky, collage-y business? Is it more gel printing? Do y'all like a little mix of everything? Some book construction? You know.
That sort of thing.
That sort of thing. Cynthia wants to know how to make the book. Hello, Sophia.
Well, I kind of sort of want to know how to make the book too. I mean, I've been thinking about it. Mariah, I know, has been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking two different ways. Thinking about whether to go with standardized pages. And let me tell you what. I've dealt with
there's nothing that you do that is standardized. Don't even throw that word out there.
I'm going to throw it out there, Mariah. I am going with the standardized version.
What does that even mean?
Pages. That means they're all going to be the same size.
But that's not how
Roughly.
your book is. Oh, you mean in the concertina of their displaying of the not standard. Okay.
Yeah, they're already non-standard sizes in the pages. But now what I want to do in order to make them a little bit more...
like, what you're saying is possibly putting them all on 5x7 panels.
Yes. Just because...
I'm sure that'll cover it, but...
Just because of...
okay, hey, a lot of people want to see how to construct the thing. Okay.
We have done it before. But... Okay, this is just, I don't know.
Well, and I can do that fairly quickly. Like, we can have some of it done. We can cooking show it, where a vast majority of the main construction of it is done. Then we show you how to put on, like, the last couple of panels. Because I think that is very helpful. No, we don't do that over here, Diane.
Do what?
Measuring and math. We don't do that. Even if it's standard, we don't do that.
No.
Really.
I'm very much, I use it.
Especially for her stuff.
I use a ruler to tear paper.
Yeah.
And I occasionally do measure. That's not
yeah,
so.
that's true. We
I
try not to do it on in a stream either, because it gets us in trouble. not right.
It does. Okay.
And Darcy's in charge of math around here.
Yeah. She's our math girl. Boy, I'll tell you what. You think I got enough paint on that?
Oh, well, that was a big tease. Like what you showed us was not what was happening there.
Well,
I
was very discouraged about what was happening.
You should have showed it longer. We could have taken a screenshot to really capture that moment.
That's really rude. Really rude.
Well, I felt gypped on that because I was like, that is impressive.
Well, it's probably going to have to sit there a while. It's kind of, I better speak that up.
Mathing will not happen today. Darcy is not mathing today. Okay. Yep, well, you have 9 minutes to, do
something.
Do something.
Besides, Well, I did moisten up that gold paint.
Yeah, you did.
Significantly.
A lot. Jenny wants to know why not to use photo paper on the gel plate. There is something in the photo paper, glossy photo paper, to be exact.
Yeah.
But I still say don't play around with that stuff. Because what it does is it actually adheres, it grabs onto, it makes a connection that it does not want to release and will tear a hole in your plate.
Tear a hole in my plate.
So yeah, there's something, I don't know if it's a chemical thing.
I think, here's the thing. If you were to use it and just do it quickly.
With a ton of paint, like it's all covered
up, you probably wouldn't have any problem at all. But I would never, ever do it for a long dry or a semi.
Yeah, and Devin's also done it. She's pulled a chunk out of hers.
And the thing about it is, you can, if you're careful, you can do it. It's like everything else. But I'm not going to tell people to do that and then have them say, well, this is what happened. Because told me to do that, and I thought I could do that.
So, hey, Devin says don't even do it. Don't do it for a second.
Okay, well, there you go. But we have had people say, I use photo paper all the time.
No, I don't know.
Blah, 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 blah. I do not. And obviously, Devin doesn't either. So I feel like I'm in pretty good company there. Oh, that's a nice black. Just, sometimes.
I think if there was a full barrier of paint and you were 100% sure that it was fully covered with the paint and it was heavy enough, you might be able to do it. Just know you're running the risk.
Yep.
It's very risky. You got 6 minutes. That stencil right there has been altered. It's a fairly newish one. That's a Brad design. I can't remember what the name of it is.
I like it very much.
Yeah. I was trying to see if Mo put it in there. She probably did. I'm just not seeing it.
Oh, that gold paper is still wet.
Look at Eddie in for the win there, but Mo also followed up. Yes, geotiling. Good job, y'all. Love it.
Geotiling?
Yes, that's what he called it. Geotiling. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, Eddie says that he does use the photo paper on the plate, but it is the matte paper. No glossy finish at all. See, I think it has something to do with that. Ooh. Looks like charcoals. Getting hot in here, y'all.
Wow.
He's cooking it up.
That's really awesome.
And that's, I like the transfer that happened there too with the kind of puckery business. I don't know if that was, some of it is a mix between what was on the print.
Yes.
And then just the amount of paint as well. Tommy.
Truly.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of paint.
I've gone for a lot of pups today.
Oh, look at you, Cynthia. That's awesome.
And that wasn't even open paint. That was just regular old Ara.
Oh, yeah.
Ara.
That was a lot of paint. Still giving.
And that just looks really cool.
And then are you going to let that just...
No, I'm going to pick it up with something.
Okay, well, you got 3 minutes to do it, or, you know...
I think I can.
Okay.
What?
That was pretty good, Acme. It does kind of have that linoleum design, circa 1965, 1970. The pattern.
Oh. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. That was a good call. That would have been a better name and hilarious. Maybe I'll AKA it. Hey, Catherine.
This is one of my mixtures. Make sure I go out to the edge here because I want to.
Bye, Margie. What are you doing today? Well, she's leaving, but Margie's going to go. All right, people are heading out.
I don't know what kind of paper this is, but it's not normal.
Oh, wow.
Not normal paper.
Okay, yeah, and that's right. Y'all need to, if you come in here at the end or whatever you didn't hear us talk about, but Eddie will be over on the Messy Palette. That's Diane's channel tonight. I'm sure hilarity will ensue. Not to, you know, no pressure, y'all. So be sure to check that out. And, well, you got a couple minutes there. 1 minute.
Alrighty.
Just a teaser look. Ooh, that's a good thing to leave on. Alrighty, my arty friends. We'll be back here on Sunday. It's not quite the end of the month, or well, I mean, it's the end of this month. Then on Monday, I will be doing, you know, big new reveal of things, all of that good stuff. But, you know, on Sunday, I don't know what we'll be getting into. Got some ideas, but P and I need to talk about.
Yeah, and depending on if I can get started on my construction of the book.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I can help you with that.
And I've got some ideas.
Because we can start the camera over here. We can move it. So,
yeah.
That is a possibility. All right. That might be happening, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. And until then,
love ya.
like a
Long haul.
bye, guys.